So we are starting with algebra, O-level math. So this is IGCSE 0580 and O-level math 4024. And this is lecture number 5. Now in today's topic, in today's lecture, we will be focusing on word problems. So we will start with the simple basic ones and then we will move on to past paper questions. So now, first of all, this is the basic thing, just showing you that when we simplify the expressions, that's very easy. This is 3x, this is 5x, this is negative 2x, negative x. This is simple addition, subtraction. We all are aware of it. Similarly, in question number 2, part A, let me just write it down. 5 times x minus 2 plus 3 times x plus 1. So this is 5x minus 10 plus 3x plus 3. Add the apples to the apples, the oranges to the oranges, the x term to the x term, the constants to the constants. So this is 8x and minus 10 plus 3, that comes out to be negative 7. So that's the working for this one. Now we are talking about a word problem, and basically it's about your English comprehension, and as well as it is about math. So it's about comprehension. How do you comprehend it? And of course we will learn it along the way, and that's the whole basic idea, that you will be doing so many problems that it will be of second nature to you. So now let's start with question number 3. It says a triangle has sides of length x plus 2, 3x minus 1, 2x plus 4 centimeter. Find a simplified expression. So now, first of all, we are talking about an expression. We are not talking about an equation. So perimeter of the triangle in question number 3, it's the sum of all the sides. That is basically x plus 2, 3x minus 1, 2x plus 4. And again, we apply the same concept, x plus 3x plus 2x, that is 6x. And then 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5. So that is the simplified expression. Similarly, let's move to the next question. The next question is this one. A rectangle is x plus 5 centimeter long, this much centimeter wide. Find expanded expressions. You have to expand it out. Find expanded expression for perimeter for the rectangle. Now question number 4. Let's say the big one is x plus 5. That's the length. The width is x minus 2. If x has a value, x plus 5 is bigger, x minus 2 is smaller. So that is why one of them I have labeled it as length. The other one is the width. If I talk about the perimeter, that is 2 times L plus W. That is 2 times x plus 5 plus x minus 2. First simplify on the inside, then simplify with the outside constant. So x plus x is 2x, 5 minus 2 is 3. Now multiply it out, this is 4x plus 6. Now the things that we are working on, it's not just limited to O-level maths. This will be applied in AS level, it will be applied in A2 level, and so on, whatever the level of things that you will be doing. And we know that maths is a compulsory subject at O levels. In A levels it's not compulsory, but still it opens up doors of success in other fields. Nowadays maths has become very, very important. And if you people are interested in computer science or artificial intelligence or cyber security and all these things, so if you look at the courses that are offered at any university, at any institute, at any online academy, so maths is an integral part of it. So what you are learning right now, these word problems, these expressions, these equations, simultaneous, quadratic, whatever you'll be learning in O-level maths, that will form the basis, that will form the foundations of things to come. So the perimeter part is done. Let me now focus on the other part, that is the area. Area is length into width. That is x plus 5 into x minus 2. simplify it out. So therefore, I'm just moving my iPad a bit. So therefore, this comes out to be x square plus actually x square minus 2x plus 5x minus 10. That is x square plus 3x minus 10. That is a simplified expression. And the same would be over here. A square has side this much. Find the perimeter, find the area. So area would be length into length, and perimeter would be 4 times the side, and you can work it out later. Now, something to do with money, something to do with dollars and cents and pounds and pennies and so on. So now it says this person Zeke has 3 gems, each valued at this much. So let me grab a highlighter. There are 3 gems and they are valued as at this much, each valued. Then what Sharon, she has 4 gems, each valued at this much. Write down an expression for the total value of the 7 gems. So now the working is question number 6. So for Zeke, this is 3 times 2x plus 3. That is the value of the gems. That is 6x plus 9. For the person Sharon, that is 4 times 3x minus 4, because you are multiplying it out. So that is 12x minus 16. Therefore, total is the value that Zeke possesses and the value of the gems that Sharon possesses. That is 6x plus 9 plus 12x minus 16. Focus on these steps. You have to show every single step. So 6 plus 12, that is 18x. So let me write 18x over here. 9 minus 16 is negative 7. That is the answer, and the unit is pounds over here. Similarly, question number 7, it says I travel 2 miles per hour for 3 hours. 2x miles per hour for 3 hours. And then travel x plus 20 miles per hour for 2 hours. Write an expression to describe the total distance I travel. Now let me pause the recording. I want you people to try it out yourself, and let me just pause that. So now in question number 7, the concept is distance is speed into time. For example, if the distance is in meters, speed will be in meter per second, time will be in seconds. If the distance is in kilometer, speed will be in kilometer per hour, time will be in hours. If the distance is in miles, kilometer will be in miles per hour, and the time will be in hour. So we are focusing on this one. So 2x miles per hour for 3 hours. So 2x into 3. And this is the first stage, and then the second stage is x plus 20 into 2. X plus 20 into 2. It's your choice whether you write it separately and then add it up. This is the first part, this is the second part, and then the total distance is the combination of these two. So this is 6x, this is 2x plus 40, that comes out to be 8x plus 40. Now someone can ask this question, can we take 8 common out? The answer is yes, you can take 8 common out. You can write it as x plus 5, but this step was not necessary unless otherwise stated. Not necessary as such. So this one was perfect, this one was perfect. So this thing is there. Now this time a sports ground is a rectangle with this much. So let me just draw a rectangle first. So sports ground for question number 9, it's a rectangle 2x plus 3 meter long and 2x minus 5 meter wide. So let me just select this and bring it over here. and the width is 2x minus 5. Meter. Write an expression for the length of a white line painted around the edge of the ground. Now, if they are talking about a white line, let me draw that line in green and let me make it thicker. So that would be like this line, and just let me use this thing. So that would be like this and this and this and this. So that would be this line. So in other words, what we are talking about in the first part is the perimeter. So perimeter is 2 times length plus width. That is 2 times L is 2x plus 3, and this is 2x minus 5. So 2x, that is 4x, and this is negative 2, and this comes out to be 8x minus 4. That is the length of this line. So this is part A. Now it says, write an expression for the number of square meters of turf that needed to be relayed the whole ground. So now we are talking about area, and the turf will go over here. Part B, area is L times W. So this is 2x plus 3 into 2x minus 5. This is 4x square. And this is negative 10x plus 6x minus 15. This is 4x square, negative 4x, negative 15. That is the expression for the area meter square. Okay, now I would like you to try out question number 10. Let me just pause the recording. So now let me paste this question on the next page. Now the question says, Rufina makes 36 scones to sell. The ingredients cost X dollars, X pounds, and she sells the scones for Y pence. Okay. Now we know that 1 pound has 100 pence. Just like $1 has 100 cents. That means X pounds is 100 X pence. So let me work in pence. She sells the scones for Y pence each. So this is the total cost. And the selling, that is Y pence each, write an expression to describe the profit. So she sells 36 of them. So scone sells for Y pence per piece. So it's per piece. Therefore, 36 scones should be 36 Y pence. It's a profit. That means the selling price is more than cost price. Selling price minus cost price, that equals to the profit. So selling price is 36Y, cost price is 100. That is the answer for this particular part. Is this concept all good, all clear? Just share it on the WhatsApp. Okay. So those who know my number, they can WhatsApp me. If someone has joined just now, just get the number from the admin and they can message me. So I'm waiting for this thing on the WhatsApp group. Now it's time that you try these two questions out. Question 11, question 12, and this time I need the working in print form on the WhatsApp. So now let's look at question number 7. Question number 11. It says a swimming pool 2x minus 3 meter long, x plus 2 meter wide, and 2 meter deep. Write an expression for the volume. Write an expression for the volume of the pool in cubic meters in liters. Now just ignore the liters right now. We are not doing the conversion as such. Let me just focus on part A only. Just ignore this for right now. Volume is length into width into height. So therefore this is 2x minus 3 into x plus 2 into 2. Just multiply these two first. So that is 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 into 2. First simplify on the inside, 2x square plus x minus 6 multiplying with 2. Now multiply with 2, that is 4x square plus 2x minus 12, or you could have left it as it is also. So that is the expression for the volume in cubic meters. Question number 12. Now the question says, a music stand is made up of 3 strips of metal, each with this much length. 5 strips of metal, each with this much long. Write an expression for the total length. Very easy. So in 12, the total length is that is equals to 3 into x plus 20 and then 5 into 2x minus 5, that is 3x plus 60 plus 10x minus 25, 3 plus 10, that is 13x, and this comes out to be 35. The unit is meters. So now it's time that we go to past papers, and yes, we can solve questions of paper 1 and of paper 2. So let's get started with paper 1. I'm focusing on these years 2015, 2016. So let's get started with this thing. And these are yearly papers. I'll also share it with you. So let me just get started with this one. This is, let me highlight this. You have to search. There are also topical papers, but I just want to go through a paper and then select one of them. Now, something like this. This is algebra. So this is algebra, question number 6. And it says expand the brackets and simplify. So let's get started. X into all these. So that is x cube plus x square plus x. And then negative 1 into this, into this, into this. That is negative x square, negative x, negative 1. And when I add it up, the x square and the x cancel out. We are left with x cube minus 1. So this is x cube minus 1. That is the answer. Part B, a question like this, we already solved it, but that was basically, this was the part that we simplified. Now we are solving an equation. So first simplify on left hand side, then equate it to the right hand side and then proceed. So first the LCM, that is x plus 2, x minus 2. This 3x gets multiplied with x minus 2. So 3x into x minus 2. And this 4 over here, this gets multiplied with x plus 2. 4 gets multiplied with x plus 2. And there is a negative sign over here. So this is 3x squared minus 6x minus 4x minus 8 divided by x plus 2, x minus 2. And this is 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 over x squared minus 4. Equal it to 3, equal it to 3, equal it to 3, and cross multiply. 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 equals to 3x squared minus 12. I have multiplied with this. Now the 3x squared, it's the same on both sides. It cancels out. Negative 10x, negative 8 is negative 12. Negative 10x is equals to negative 12 plus 8. Negative 10x is equals to negative 4. The negative cancel. X comes out to be 4 over 10 or 2 over 5. That is the answer. So 2 over 5 is the answer. Now this is the working that's done over here. I'll share this PDF with you so that you can also try out these questions. Now this is simultaneous. We can try out simultaneous equation. So this is equation 1. This is equation 2. First of all, write equation 2 in the proper format. That is negative 3x plus 4y is equals to negative 6.5. Now take the first equation and multiply by 3. Take the second equation and multiply by 4. Why? Because I want to use elimination and I want to cancel out what? I want to cancel out the x. So 4x into 3, that is 12x minus 9y is equals to 12. And when I multiply by 4, so this is negative 12x. And this is 4 into negative 3x is, 4 into negative 3, 4 into 4 is 16y. And 4 into 6.5, 4 into 6 is 24. 4 into 0.5 is 2. So 4 into 6.5 is 26. So this is paper 1, by the way. This is negative 26. Now this is equation 1a. This is equation 2a. Now add it. When you add it, what happens? This cancels out. Negative 9y plus 16y. That is 7y. Negative 26 plus 12, that is negative 14. Therefore, y is negative 2. And therefore, in order to find x, choose any equation. I'll choose this one. 4x minus 3y is 4. 4x minus 3 into minus 2 equals to 4. 4x plus 6 is equals to 4. 4x is equals to negative 2. X comes out to be negative 2 over 4 or negative half. So x is negative half, y is negative 2. Double check my working, go through it because soon you'll be solving some questions like this. And acknowledge on the WhatsApp. Some people are a bit slow on acknowledging on the WhatsApp. Just go to your WhatsApp, keep it pinned at the top and now acknowledge it. So now that was a question on basic algebra. Let's keep on going. Okay, so this paper is done. Let's go to the next paper, and this time I'll give you a question to try out. This looks like algebra, but this is more advanced. Factorization, yes. Look at this question, very simple. 4 marks, 4 minutes, try it out. I'll pause the recording. So now let's look at this question. Again, this is algebra. Question number 9. We are focusing on part A, and yes, we'll also focus on part B and part C. So first, let's focus on part A and B. First thing is factorize completely. So first of all, take the number common out, which is 2. Take the variable common out, which is x. We are left with 2x square. And then we are left with a 5 over here, a y over here. Let's double check. Now, 2 into 2 is 4, that is perfect. X into x square is x cubed, that is perfect. 2 into 5 is 10 and x into y is xy. So this is all good. That's the maximum. You can simplify. 2x square minus 5y. So I hope everyone got this first thing very, very correct. The second one, this part 1 is about common. Part 2, this is about difference of two squares. Now what is difference of two squares? a square minus b square, that is a plus b, a minus b. So therefore this is 9a square minus b square, that is 3a whole square minus b square. This is 3a plus b, 3a minus b. Make sure that you write it over here, 3a plus b, 3a minus b. Now part B, let's solve part B. 7 over 3 minus 2m is equals to 4. 7 is equals to 4 into 3 minus 2m. 7 is equals to 12 minus 8m. Therefore, 8m equals to 12 minus 7. 8m is equals to 5. M is 5 over 8. So m is 5 over 8. That is the answer. Now, again, it's a big question. Question number 3 is here. Part C is here and part C is here. It's about quadratics also. Just focus on the very first part. I want you to try out the very first part. I'll pause the recording again. So now let's look at this question. It says a right angle triangle has a base that is 7 centimeter longer than its height. This is the height, that is h. The base is 7 centimeter longer. That means the base is equals to h plus 7. That is the first thing that needs to be done. The hypotenuse of the triangle is 23. Show that h satisfies this equation. So we are just focusing on the first part for right now. If I am interested in forming this equation, this is basically about Pythagoras theorem. So we will say 23 square is equals to h square plus h plus 7 whole square. Now this is a paper 2, by the way. I think 22, and this is a paper 2 question, I think. Yeah. So now over here, 23 square, I'll use the calculator that I have. So that is 23 into 23, and that's 529. This is h square. This is h plus 7 whole square. Do it on the sidelines. H plus 7 whole square. That is h square plus 14h plus 49. This is an application of a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this is h square plus 14h plus 49. And what needs to be done? First of all, add these two, that is 2h square. This 14h as it is. This is plus 49 minus 529. So 529 and 49, the difference is 480. So this is 480 with a negative sign. Keep track of all these things. That is 2h square plus 14h, and this is 0. And then divide by 2. So divide both sides by 2. So therefore this becomes h square plus 7h minus 240 equals to 0. That is what we get. So we are just focusing on this part because we have not studied quadratic formula as of now. So all those things, the big word problems, just the very first part, that is what I'm focusing on. So let's move on. And let's look at this paper. This is matrices, this is sets, all these things we need to study. Okay. Let's focus on this. Another paper, this is again 2022. I think the labeling is wrong. This is paper 2, not paper 1. Okay, try out these two parts. This is again algebra. I'll just pause the recording. So now this thing about factorization, just the basic thing. There are 4 terms over here. This is called factorization by grouping. You make groups. So out of these 2, what can I take common out? So 6 and 3, I can take the number just common out. So I think that's no use. Let me rearrange. Let me choose 6x. Let me choose xt. I'll write 6x minus xt. Let me choose negative 3yt. Let me choose 18y. So this is 18y minus 3yt. Now it makes more sense. From these 2, I'll take x common out. I'm left with 6 minus t. From these 2, I'll take 3 common out, y common out. So this is 3y and this is 6 minus t. And there is a positive sign in the middle. Now you have made a successful factorization if these 2 comes out to be exactly the same, just like middle term factorization. So now take 6 minus t common out and we are left with x plus 3y. It's just factorize, it's not an equation. Do not put any equal signs, do not find the values because you cannot, because that's not the question. What the question is, it's just about factorization, 6 minus t, x plus 3y. And that is the answer. Solve the simultaneous equation. Let me solve it in 2 different ways. The first way, I'll solve using elimination so that everyone should have an idea. Whichever one is their favorite, they can try that out. Substitution. So this is method 1 and this is method 2. Both methods are acceptable. So let me just do the first one. Now in the first one, it depends on what we want to eliminate. So let me write 3a plus 4b is equals to negative 13. And the next one is 5a plus 6b. Let me write it at the top. 5a plus 6b is equals to negative 11. So this is equation 1. This is equation 2. If I want to get rid of a, so I'll multiply by 5 and 5a I'll multiply with 3 so that the coefficients are the same. So 5 into 3, 15a, 5 into 4, 20b, 5 into negative 13, negative 65. 3 into 5, 15a, 3 into 6, 18b, 3 into 11, negative 33. Now change the sign and add. I could have multiplied with a negative 3 also. So now when I add this up, the a's cancels out, 20 minus 18, that is 2b. Negative 65 plus 33, 43, 53, 63 and 2 more, 65. That comes out to be negative 32, b comes out to be negative 16. That is the answer for this part. Choose any equation. Let's say the first one, 3a plus 4b is equals to negative 13. 3a plus 4b is equals to negative 13. 3a plus 4 into negative 16 is negative 13. 3a minus 64 is negative 13. 3a is equals to 64 minus 13. 64 minus 10, 54. 54 minus 3, that is 51. So this is 3a is 51. A comes out to be 70. So a is 17 and b is negative 60. Now let me do the other method, which is substitution. So let's say if from the first equation, if I make a the subject, 3a plus 4b is equals to negative 13. 3a is equals to negative 4b negative 13. A is negative 4b negative 13 divided by 3. This is from the first one. Now plug in equation 2. So 5a plus 6b is negative 11. 5 into negative 4b negative 13 over 3 plus 6b is equals to negative 11. Multiply throughout by 3. So this 3 will cancel out. So 5 into negative 4b, negative 13, 3 into 6, that is 18b, 3 into 11, that is negative 33, minus 20b minus 65, and this is 18b minus 30 is equals to negative 33, equals to negative 33. Take this negative 65 to the other side. So therefore negative 20b plus 18b is equals to negative 33 plus 65. This comes out to be 32 positive, and this is negative 2b. Therefore b comes out to be negative 16, which is exactly this one, which is exactly this one. And now plug in, let's say, equation 2. So now plug in the substituent. Hold for a second. Let me grab my eraser. Now plug in equation 1 because you already made A the subject. So A is negative 4B, negative 13 divided by 3. A is negative 4B plus 13 divided by 3. I've taken negative common out. That is negative 4 into 16 with a negative sign plus 13 divided by 3. That is negative 64 plus 13 divided by 3. That is negative, inside is negative, that is 51 over 3, which is 51 over 3, which comes out to be 17. So the answer over here is 17. So now both these methods are in front of you. It's your choice to choose any one. It depends on the scenario. This is universal in the sense that we are solving linear equations. We are solving straight line equations, but later on, if one is linear, one is non-linear, substitution is the only way. But as far as two linear are concerned, both methods are good. It depends on your choice. Most people, they prefer elimination. So I think let me stop over here. And that is like the end of lecture number 5. And we'll solve some more difficult questions. We will go a little bit more into quadratic equation, quadratic formula, and then we will solve paper 2 as well as paper 1 questions. So till the next time, take care. Allah Hafiz.